Thank you deeply so much for being here in Zona Franca channel. My name is Alexander from Lima, Peru, and something like I do is try to promote the metal and rock music in the Peruvian community. Would you like to introduce yourselves, please?
My name is Martin. I'm the keyboard player from Dark Tranquility, and we are coming to Lima on April 23rd, which we're really looking forward to.
Right on. In short words, how Dark Tranquility was created?
Well, it was created by a group of friends that was really into metal. I wasn't in the band at the first inception of the band, but we were friends. So they started to combine the heavier music of bands like Creator with the sound from the more melodic side of hard rock, such as Iron Maiden. And that turned out to be the kind of metal that we're now used to call it, like melodic death metal. And so that's the start of the band. That's ages ago. I think the first year was 1989, so it's 35 years almost.
Long time.
Time flies.
Yeah. And what makes so special Dark Tranquility than other bands? What do you think makes it special?
Well, I think what we focus on, I think what's interesting to us is to combine this raw power of metal with exploring the sensitive sides of existing. So we tend to do songs that are moody and dark and melancholic, but still we have this power to kind of confront these feelings. So I think that's what we do, and maybe that's what sets us apart from other bands.
Right on. And as you say, the band has like more than 20 years, so of course that you have like some ups and some downs, and by the downs you learn from them. So what are some advices that you can say to the new bands that are coming out nowadays?
I think it's a very different climate now than when Dark Tranquility started, and even when I joined the band in '98. Back then you could really rely on the institutions that were already existing, such as record labels. Record labels had a lot of resources back then. The most important thing you did then was to create an album. You toured to kind of promote the album, and then after sometime in the 2000s, albums wasn't selling as much, so you did albums to be able to tour. And I think now to start out as a new band today, you need to be you need to be able to cover all these grounds that other institutions used to do for us, that record label used to do, or management used to do. You need to be a jack of all trades. You need to be able to, first off, you need to do good music, of course, and you need to practice and be good at that. But I think what's even more important now, if you start out, is to get your music out there and have people interested in what you do. And that's a big challenge, I think. We've been lucky enough to kind of enter the scene where there wasn't so many other bands around. But now you have to fight with a lot of people for attention.
Yes.
So that's I guess that's the biggest challenge for a new band.
That's true.
These days.
And as you say, you play the keyboards in the band. So my question for you, sir, is: do you think it's important, for example, if you want to play an instrument, to have a teacher, or you can learn them by your own?
You mean if you need to go to school to learn it, or if you learn it by yourself? Is that what you mean? I think to really learn an instrument really well, you need to have passion, and that's better than any school. It's just to do and rehearse and repeat and kind of evaluate your progress. That's going to be more important than any school. But still, I mean, there's a lot of theory out there to kind of know. And education is not a bad thing, but I played with a lot of musicians, and most of them were self-taught by their obsession and their passion, I guess.
Nice. And there's a period of time during the band that you would like to repeat it again?
I think the time when we were feeling best, the period I appreciated the most was the innovations we did around the character and fiction era. We were a younger group of guys, of course, and there was a lot of excitement to be out touring. We weren't this old and tired, so everything was an adventure. And I think we had some really interesting musical developments for our own journey. So that's a time I really look back to with fondness. It was a great time.
And what do you think is the secret, if there's a secret, for you guys to long such a long time, to still together?
I don't know if there's a secret. I mean, we haven't really known anything other to do. It's always been our passion, and we've continued our passion. I think, of course, you need to find a way to stay together. If you're like us, you've been around for 30 years or something like that, decades. You need to find a way to grow old together, and still because everyone evolves differently, but you still have to be able to keep that group together. And for music, you still have to have your curiosity and find reasons to why to make new music. Not just that it's that time in your career where you should do an album. You should also figure out why you're doing an album and what you want to express. And if you find that, you're going to keep that curiosity and remember why you want to create music. Because even if we just recorded our 13th album. Mm-hmm. I'm still excited today, but about this new album, because I think we're still exploring new territories. So I guess that curiosity and try to mature together as a group.
And there's something,
but it's not a secret.
Yes, that's something that I think too, because nowadays, like, there's not too many bands to still together, like you are some of the few bands, and that's very, very good. There's something, as you, sir, as a musician, that you haven't, let's say, accomplished yet, but you would like to do it. Maybe, I don't know if this 2024, but in the future.
It's hard to have. I don't have any milestones like that, but we always strive to achieve more and try to bring our music to new. I can't think of anything right off the bat. Like it's not like. I mean, we played most festivals and we put out albums and we've been to a lot of countries. Yes. But I think just to be able to continue to do it and explore this journey as a musician, but at a different period in our lives, is still exciting.
And when the time will come, when I think the time will come for any artist, and you have to say, okay, I'm gonna now relax, I'm gonna stay, be with my family, or I don't know, what is the legacy that you would like to leave to the fans?
My hope is that the fans who have listened to our music has found strength in our music, and that they have found courage to face whatever they're going through in their lives. I think that's what we're sharing with music, is to confront our feelings and to get stronger together by facing them as a group. So I hope people have found strength in our music.
Of course I will. Now, us as a Peruvian, sir, what are we expecting the day of the concert for you guys?
Well, you're gonna see, we haven't played in a long while, and we haven't played in Peru in a long while. I think I would check it out, it was like 7 years ago.
Yes.
And that's the only time we've been there. I think what you can expect is because we've been recording and we haven't been doing any shows for a long time, so we're really hungry to do a show, and we're really looking forward to come back to South America, but Peru specifically, because we haven't been in Lima for such a long time. So you're gonna find an excited band that's happy to be there, and we're gonna try to pull out all the stops and review our past discography and play some new songs as well.
Nice. Sir, so this question I ask to all the bands, all the artists, and you have to be very honest, okay?
Okay, let's try.
If you have one day left on the earth, with which artist, dead or alive, and what song, any kind of song like pop, rock, metal, jazz, whatever you would like to play with?
That I would like to play with as a musician.
Yes.
Well, for me, I'm a keyboard player, so a lot of my interests are not from the metal scene. I would like to play with Depeche Mode, if I for my last day on Earth. Maybe a song from Violator. That's my favorite album. So I would play World in My Eyes with Depeche Mode. And it would be a good last day.
Well, my friend, thank you really so much for this interview. I really hope to see you well, I'm gonna see you. I mean, that you can see me at the concert and we can say hi, but thank you really for all of you are doing. Would you like to invite all the Peruvian people for the day of the concert, please?
Of course. So we're coming on April 23rd, and we're really looking forward to be back in Lima. We're going to do we will have a great show together. I think you should be there, and let's do it together one more time. It's been 7 years. Let's do it.
Thank you, sir. Have a nice day. God bless you.
You too. Thanks, man.